Good morning, AC. This your boy Diesel, and I'm accompanied by.
C Bands on here. We here with WAJM the Jam.
And today we gonna talk about that Golden State Warriors game versus the Grizzlies.
First thing we're gonna start off with, we didn't have the three superstars. We didn't
Three
have Klay
superstars.
Thompson. We didn't have no John Morant. We didn't have no Curry. Curry, he out from
A sprained ankle.
Yeah, bad sprain.
And then John Morant,
got a
he's
sprained
out
knee.
for a sprained knee. I don't know about Klay Thompson though.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Klay. I seen Klay play a couple games, hit
Now-
a couple threes, do what he do. I ain't really been seeing
That
Klay.
game was out of pocket. I ain't gonna lie.
It was
123 to 95.
and we could see why. Because there was nobody there. But we're gonna talk about Jordan Poole.
But bro, look, John Morant and Curry was out, so those two they canceled each other out. The team was supposed to make up for that.
Nah, that's a fact, but I ain't gonna lie.
Jordan Poole was going crazy.
Nah, no.
He had
25.
He had 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Like, that's tough.
Who else went crazy? We had Andrew Wiggins. Andrew
Andrew
had
Wiggins,
15
yeah.
points last night.
Andrew Wiggins, he should have did more, I think.
Andrew Wiggins does more when Curry is on the court, I feel like.
He's a former
When
superstar.
Curry on the court, everybody does better.
Facts.
For real, to be honest, I ain't gonna lie.
Curry is just like a born leader. Like,
But he ain't topping Kyrie Irving.
Listen.
Anybody in this world could tell me different. I don't care.
Listen.
He's not better.
I ain't
than
gonna
Kyrie.
lie. Curry is just a better scorer.
He a better scorer, but he's not better than Kyrie. I'm sorry. If anybody has a problem, you can see me after this.
Bro,
He's not better than
Curry is like, he dropped 50 a game.
Not a game. Y'all say
He
he'll
dropped
drop
50 a
40,
game,
30,
bro.
35. You heard?
At
Not
least
a
35 a
game.
game.
Kyrie
Kyrie,
coming on the
20.
court showing what he got to prove. You heard?
He got a lot of proof.
That shot. But we got William on here with our next story.
We got William with his story. To you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is William Harris, and I'm doing a follow-up off yesterday about the Will Smith and the Chris Rock situation. Now, we already know what happened. You know, Will Smith got angry. Mind you, Will Smith is a big dude. He's like 6'2", about 200-something pounds. Walks up to Chris Rock and slaps him. We already know what happened. But recently, as of 14 hours ago, Will Smith on Instagram posted. He was talking about how violence in all forms is poisonous and destructive, and he was basically just apologizing for his behavior last night and things like that. Personally, I think it was fake. I think last night, because you can kind of see Chris Rock kind of leaned in. He was leaning in with his arms behind his back, and Will Smith slapped him. I think his language after was real, but I don't think the actual slap itself was real, because if I was Chris Rock, I would have done something back at least. I know he was trying to stay professional and all, and people are supporting him because of that, but personally, I think it was rigged. I think it was fake. Anyway, Will Smith was he had 2 different paragraphs about his apology and things like that. He was talking about how he would like to apologize to the Academy as well, all the producers. He would like to apologize to 2 different families, the Williams family and his King Richard family, and he deeply regrets his behavior. And he said that at the bottom it says, "I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will." Personally, I believe Will Smith does get emotional at times, and it's Will Smith. But if that was me, I wouldn't have reacted how I did. But my name is William Harris from WAJM the Jam. I'm just wrapping it up. So next we have weather.
It was like a shock, that whole night. Will Smith, he surprised me. I thought he was gonna go up to Chris Rock and take the mic and start talking. He really cocked back and smacked him.
Nah, what really messed my head up is he was laughing at the joke before anything. For real. Before the joke, like when he said the joke about his wife, he was laughing. Then like it flipped the camera on his wife started laughing. Then she looked at Will Smith, and Will Smith just got up and did that. I'm like, hold on. Then Chris Rock just took it like Will Smith just slapped me. Nah, bro.
Will Smith,
He
he
just
was
slapped
laughing
you.
at first, and then
Slapped
his
you.
wife turned over and said something to him.
Yeah, like you could tell she like, you gonna let him say this to me?
And then he went up there and just.
He did what he had to do. But I ain't gonna lie, if I was Chris Rock, yeah, it's not going like that. You're not about to embarrass me in front of Oscars.
Yeah. But we got a story from my boy Zion. Let's hear it.
Good morning, my name is Zion Gideon. This is my story from CNN. It's an update on the 14-year-old boy who fell from the ride in Florida. They say that when the ride came down, the seat was still fastened. So basically, they saying it wasn't no malfunction or nothing. He probably was just too heavy for the ride because he was 6'5" and he was 200 pounds. But they probably should make updates on the ride to where it can hold somebody that big because I don't think you want to like have it to where only small people can get on because also, you know, bigger people like to get on rides. But if I was the mom, honestly, I would have probably sued and got the money because ain't no way that, like, he shouldn't have fell out like that. And then he fell from 400 feet. He was only 14 years old. Also, I'm sending it back to Clarence and Diesel.
Listen, when I heard about that story, I was shocked.
Nah, the first time I heard about that story, I was on Instagram. It's the first thing I saw, I'm scrolling on Instagram. And I see it, I'm like, hold on, I know I'm not tweaking. Then I saw it. I saw him fall out the ride. I'm like, nah.
I'm like,
First thing I
no.
said in my head, I ain't getting on no more rides. Like, them
But
rides is done.
I heard the backstory to it. I heard that the whole day they was going to different rides and he couldn't go on a ride because of his weight and his height.
Nah.
And then that ride, he just wanted to go on, so they just let him on.
It couldn't be that bad because
And then before they take off, you could see the seatbelt not buckled up.
in those type of rides, right, you gotta like, it go like towards the center, right? Like
Yeah.
the center part. So they had to strap him down. So he must have been too big.
And then when the
Probably
ride
just
took
unfastened.
off, you could see under the ride, the lights. The lights turn on when the seatbelt is buckled, and the light wasn't on.
Rest in peace to that 14-year-old,
He was about to go to the, NFL, nice and huddy.
6'5".
But to take it to my boy,
Alonzo. We got Alonzo
Alonzo.
here with our next story.
All right. My story is on a pileup in Pennsylvania that it killed 3 people. It was a pileup of around 50 to 60 vehicles. It happened on Monday, and it killed at least 3 people and caused multiple injuries. It says this happened in the interstate, and it was because of like the snow that we had. How we had a bit of snow yesterday. There was a bit like more snow over there, so it ended up piling up a bunch of cars and ended up killing a few people and injuring a whole lot of people. It says at least 20 of the people were transported to the hospital that day, and there's like multiple images of how the cars all piled up, how they all like closed up the Interstate 81, and it says that it was horrible because they had to get firefighters, the police involved. They had to get a lot of different people involved to help the people out that were caught in this. It also like caused some cars to blow up on fire, but that's my story for y'all. Alonzo Rivera with WAJM. Back to the people on the desk.
man, listen.
Me personally, I'm never getting caught in that situation ever. I don't even play like that. Me, I don't play like that. I can't.
Like,
I can't. Nah.
it's not their
nah,
fault.
Nah,
Like,
nah. If you know, you ever watch Final Destination, you should know what I'm talking about.
bro,
Final Destination should
Final
never be played.
Destination, yeah, death was coming
20
out of
people?
nowhere.
20 people, and then they had to get the firefighters and cops involved. Nah. That's really one of my worst fears. I ain't even gonna lie. Like global warming and stuff. That's like some of my worst fears because that stuff is like it's like really like you can't do nothing.
You can't.
It's just coming.
But you can't fear something that you can't
No.
like change. You can't,
Exactly.
You can't do
You
nothing
can't
to
change it. So why would you be scared of it? You can't change it. It's just gonna come when it comes.
Exactly. So
You never know.
instead of embracing the fear, you gotta,
I
learn
feel
how to deal with it. But we taking it to my boy Jasmine.
And Tyrone.
Bye. My name is Tyron Williams with 88.9 WAJM The Jam, and we have updates on the NBA. Nikola Jokic got his 19th triple-double of the NBA season Monday night against the Charlotte Hornets in a 113-109 win.
Yeah, that's crazy because My name is Jasmine, but that's crazy because Aaron Gordon dropped 22. Will Barton dropped a low 18. Aaron Gordon been balling ever since he had left Orlando. You feel me? Slight 22 with like 17 assists. I said 17 assists. I meant 7 assists, couple rebounds. You feel me? Aaron Gordon been balling. Once they get Jamal Murray back, man, them boys gonna be scary.
Now with Aaron Gordon, I feel like had he stayed in Orlando, he could have broadened his potential a little bit. But now that he's in Denver, he's getting more minutes. He's getting a lot more points. His point average has gone up the last couple of seasons. So I feel like Aaron Gordon should stay in Denver for like the next good 2 seasons most.
Yeah, because they could possibly win a chip. But you start wilding. I don't think if he would have stayed in Orlando, his career would have went straight down the hill. Another person, Taco Fall, terrible. You feel me? 7'3", 7'2", you know what I mean? Waste of talent. Scrub. He's a bum. JaVale McGee, too. JaVale was actually balling beginning of the year, 13 points. You feel me? JaVale was getting from like 3 to 5 blocks a game. But I don't know what's been happening. What's their center? Deontay Ayton. That boy been going crazy. Just dropped like 35 points, 32 points, career high. That boy been going crazy for the past couple games, you know what I mean?
Also regarding the Suns, Chris Paul just came back from his 15-game injury. So it's good for Chris Paul to like finally come back and get back on the court. Yeah, he had a thumb injury. I think he tore something in his thumb, and he was out for about a good 10, 15 games.
Bro, Phoenix been balling. You wouldn't even know Cuz was injured.
But in other words, Trae Young in the New York Knicks, he got 45 points in his Madison Square Garden return to beat the Knicks. Now, of course, we've known Trae Young and the New York Knicks have had history since, of course, the 2021 NBA playoffs, in which Trae Young ended up winning the series, but the Knicks didn't take that too well. So I'm guessing Monday night, Trae Young went back into Madison Square Garden, did his thing, put up a little measly 45
dropped Taj
points.
Gibson too. We ain't even gonna skip past that. Cross Taj Gibson. He was on the floor, everything. They clowned him. Pulled up.
Trae, I feel like Trae Young could be like one of the more conservative players if he plays the way that he should play.
I don't know, bro.
But
everybody want to be a Steph Curry. He's a young Steph Curry. All you want to do is shoot, do all that. That's not gonna get you nowhere, for real. I want to see you at the free throw line. You feel me? I don't want to see you coming down the court pulling up every time you got the ball. I don't want to see that. I want you to take that all the way. You know what I mean? Find somebody who's wide open, pass the ball. You feel me? Get everybody else in the game active. And I don't want to see you getting the ball and then go shoot from half court. Why are you doing that? Why? Get out the game for that. You know what I mean? I don't want to see you in the rest of the game after that. Halftime, we're going to have that talk. You're not going to get back in the rest of that game.
Man, I see where you're coming from.
Don't come on my team shooting from half court. Let everybody else, you know what I mean? But this is all we got. This is Jasmine from WAJM.
This was Tyron Williams for 88.9 WAJM, and now I'm going to toss it back to Clarence and Diesel.
Now listen, I don't know all that talk about Trae Young wanting to be Curry. Trae Young is a complete different player, and he's a star. If you have that much,
forget all that. He's been in the league a little too, for like the amount of time he's been in the league, he's been showing what he got. To me, I don't think the half court part, I could vouch for the half court part, but Trae Young, I think to me he's a very great all around player. He can shoot, he can go to the basket. You really can't guard him. I don't think. No, I like Trae Young a lot.
Trae Young, he usually just shoots. So he's a shooter. He's a bucket. So he's gonna get a bucket anyway.
Anyway, anytime, no matter. But
this was Diesel.
The C-Bands.
From WAJM, Atlantic City. And this was our show. Thank you.